August 6, 1944. Bombing airfield, England. The sky is still dark when a young American climbs into the cockpit of his fighter. Major George Preddy rubs his tired eyes. His head throbs from a night of celebration that ended only hours ago. 3 hours of sleep. A lingering taste of whiskey. Any doctor would have grounded him. But war does not wait for comfort. Preddy is 25 years old. He has flown 112 combat missions. He has destroyed 18 enemy aircraft. By the end of this day, he will set a record no other P-51 Mustang pilot will ever break. Yet, for years earlier, the United States Navy told him he was too small, too fragile, and physically unfit to fly. They were wrong. Act I, the boy who refused to quit, in 1940, a thin 21-year-old from Greensboro, North Carolina walked into a Navy recruiting office. He stood 5'9" and weighed barely 125 pounds. The doctor examined his X-ray. Rejected. Curvature of the spine. George returned 2 weeks later. Rejected. High blood pressure. He came a third time. Rejected. Too small. Most men would have walked away. George Preddy did not. That same year, he passed the U.S. Army Air Corps physical. In September 1940, he entered flight training. On December 12, 1941, just 5 days after Pearl Harbor, he earned his wings. America was at war, and George Preddy was ready. Act II, Blood in the Pacific. The Army sent him to Australia. There he flew P-40 Warhawks over Darwin against Japanese Zeros. For 8 months, he fought in the Pacific sky, but without a single confirmed kill. The P-40 was slow, heavy, and Preddy was still learning the deadly art of aerial combat. Then, on July 12, 1942, another P-40 collided with his aircraft in midair. Metal tore into his body. His plane spiraled toward the sea, trailing smoke. Everyone believed he was dead, but George survived. Doctors removed 17 pieces of shrapnel from his body. He spent months in a hospital bed. His flying career seemed finished. The Army disagreed. 8 months later, George Preddy was back in the air, this time over Europe. Act III, the Blue-Nosed Mustangs. In July 1943, Preddy joined the 352nd Fighter Group in England. They flew P-47 Thunderbolts. Later, they received a new aircraft, the North American P-51 Mustang. Preddy fell in love with it instantly. Fast, long-ranged, deadly. He named his Mustang Cripes Mighty. On December 1, 1943, he scored his first confirmed kill, a German Bf-109 attacking a wounded bomber. 2 years of combat had led to this moment. By May 1944, he became an ace. And then something changed. With the Mustang beneath him, Preddy became a storm in the sky. Act IV, 6 victories in one morning, August 6, 1944. The mission board changes at dawn. The weather over Germany has cleared. Bombers will strike Hamburg. Fighters will escort them. Preddy is hungover, exhausted, but cleared to fly. Over the North Sea, American bombers form their silver columns. Then German fighters appear. Over 30 Bf-109s dive toward the bombers. Standard doctrine says, wait. Maintain altitude. Engage when safe. George Preddy ignores doctrine. He dives straight into the German formation, 4 Mustangs against 30 fighters. In less than 5 minutes, he destroys 4 enemy aircraft. Then he climbs back to escort altitude. Later, near Hamburg, he downs 2 more. 6 kills in one mission. Only a handful of pilots in history will ever achieve such a feat. By the time Preddy lands back in England, he has become the highest-scoring P-51 pilot in the war. Act V, the leader. After a short war-bond tour in America, Preddy returns to England, but now as a commander. He is assigned to the struggling 328th Fighter Squadron. Within days, under his leadership, they destroyed 25 German aircraft in a single battle. Morale soars. Confidence returns. Victory follows victory. By December 1944, George Preddy had 26.83 confirmed aerial victories, 5 destroyed on the ground. No Mustang pilot had more. The Luftwaffe knows his name, and fears it. Act VI, the Ardennes, December 16, 1944. Germany launches a surprise offensive, the Battle of the Bulge. The 352nd Fighter Group relocates to a forward airfield in Belgium, Y-29, near the front lines. Tense. Frozen ground. Enemy artillery visible from the landing pattern. Danger surrounds them. But the greatest threat will come not from the enemy, but from their own guns. Act VII, Christmas morning, December 25, 1944. Preddy leads his squadron on patrol. After hours in the air, they receive a call. American troops are under attack by a German fighter near Bastogne. Preddy dives to help. He destroys 2 more German fighters, his final victories. Then he spots another enemy aircraft strafing American convoys at treetop height. Preddy gives chase, closing in fast. But below them, nervous American anti-aircraft gunners see 2 low-flying fighters racing toward their position. One is German. One is chasing. They cannot tell them apart in time. They open fire. Streams of .50 caliber rounds tear into Preddy's Mustang. His engine fails. His controls die. He pulls up, trying to gain altitude to escape. Another burst strikes the cockpit. Witnesses see his body slump forward. His aircraft rolls inverted. Preddy falls free. His parachute deploys too late. Major George Preddy hits the frozen Belgian earth. He is 25 years old. The greatest Mustang pilot in history has been killed by friendly fire. Act 8, Brothers in Silence. 4 months later, in April 1945, George's younger brother, Lieutenant William Preddy, flies his own Mustang over Czechoslovakia. On a strafing run, German anti-aircraft guns shoot him down. He dies before the war ends. 2 brothers. 2 Mustang pilots. 2 graves side by side. They now rest together beneath white marble crosses in the Lorraine American Cemetery in France. Final scene legacy today, a road runs through Greensboro, North Carolina, Preddy Boulevard. Thousands drive upon it daily, unaware of the brothers whose name it bears. In museums, George Preddy's flight gear and medals remain preserved. His record still stands. No P-51 pilot has ever surpassed him. He survived collisions, shrapnel, and hundreds of dogfights. He conquered the skies of Europe, and in the end he fell to the tragic chaos of war, not by an enemy's hand, but by his own side's fear. Yet his story lives on, not in the noise of battle, but in memory, and in the sky, where legends never truly land.